few times a year, the stars align, and my buddies and I get the chance to step away from it all and head into the woods. Out here, it's not just about camping, it's about connection, laughter, and a little bit of peace that only God can provide. This trip is a special one. It's a reunion, almost a year to the day since our last guys' adventure when we were all together and ran into Bob Hansler out in the wilderness. Ron, Ryan, and Micah are all joining me again on this trip. Let's check in and see how they've been doing.
Recording. This is take two. We just did like a 10-minute monologue of our intro video for the guys trip, and I wasn't recording, and so now we're gonna do it again. All right, we are headed out to Marble Falls to meet our friend Don, whose channel this is, and gonna do some dispersion camping. I don't know, we're about an hour and 45 minutes out from a little Cedar something northwest of Austin, and we're gonna go see a movie first before we go camping, which is Predator Badlands. And we just got into talking about this for like 10 minutes, but Micah has been wanting to see this movie since they talked about making it.
It's been almost all year, yeah.
All year, and he just thinks that it is going to be the most amazing movie in the world, and it's going to make the trip,
It's going to make the trip. This is honestly the highlight of the trip for me, so hopefully it's a good movie.
It's going to, yeah. But if the movie sucks, now the trip's ruined, because he's built it up so big in his mind.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Ron here from Bearded Excursions and Outdoors. We're gonna go on the Hip Camp app, check out Fishers of Men Ranch in Marble Falls, Texas, and just gonna grab my gear, get on the road and meet Dawn and Ryan and Micah. We're gonna have a great time this weekend. Kind of organized my garage now and have a lot of my camping stuff hanging up. I will not be bringing the buddy heater. It's gonna be 89 degrees the next couple of days. Sadly, Texas weather, y'all. It's just how it goes. Beginning of November, you could be wearing shorts. So I am wearing shorts and gonna jump in the truck and hit the road. We will see you out there on the trail.
After a stretch of driving, it was clear a little break was in order. A spot up ahead caught the eye, a chance to stretch, grab a drink, and enjoy a quick pause before hitting the trail again. All right, so the first stop is the Liberty Tavern. Start this weekend off right. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Let's get in here, see what this place is about. After a cold beer and a delicious lunch, it was time to hit the road again and make our way toward camp.
Take the next left, and you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived.
The owners are super nice folks. We just met them at the gate here, and they're going to drive us up to our campsite, and then we can come back and pick up Ryan and Micah when they get here. Trying out this new camera angle where it's the dual cameras on the iPhone 17 Pro, so you guys will have to let me know if you like this or not. I thought it was kind of cool. You can see my talking head while we're also looking at the trail ahead. All right, everybody, it looks like we made it to camp, and I'm just going to kind of show you around. This is a little bluff area overlooking their pond, but they've been really, really dry, no water. I've got my tent set up over there. Ryan and Micah have their tent set there. And Ryan, your tent went up like super fast. What?
Yeah, it's kind of the same idea as your tent, where the poles and stuff don't come out of it, right? That all stays as one piece. And of course, like yours too, it packs up a little bigger. But you pop it and you just stick the poles up, and it's up in like 10, 15 seconds. Literally seconds, it's up. Pretty cool.
I'm digging the whole awning thing that y'all have got here.
Yeah.
Nice. And then we've got Ron over there. He's got his T4 Overland. How you feeling about your setup tonight?
I like it. Yeah. I'm kind of tucked off in the...
Got a heck of a view over there.
Yeah. Good. I'm about to go set my chair up and into our viewing area up front here.
Oh yeah, let's walk over there. I'll show you guys what we're going to use as our common area, or just our hangout spot. It's a nice little bluff view here. And then over here, it's perfectly shaded from the sun as it sets in the western sky. And we've just got our chairs and stuff, and I'll bring out my little propane fire pit when it gets cool, and we'll relax. But I think we're all pretty happy with our spots, and it's a pretty area. So the owner just came up and brought us some cookies, some white chocolate and some fudge cookies. So that was kind of cool. There she goes over there on the other side of the lake. She said she was checking on a tube or something that deflated, but we're going to enjoy some of this. All right, everybody, we got pretty hungry, so dinner tonight is just going to be some chicken drumsticks and some greens I'm going to throw on the stove here, and keeping it simple. We've just been enjoying the night so far. Guys, I got my chicken drumstick ready here. Oh, it is so good. That's good dinner. With the dishes done and laughter still lingering by the fire, the day came to a close. It was now time to turn in and rest up for whatever tomorrow would bring. Well, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day out here in the Texas Hill Country, and we all slept pretty good last night. It got a little bit colder than we anticipated, which is fine. I slept like a baby. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, sir.
What are we having for breakfast?
We're going to be doing breakfast tacos. So, of course, we got some tortillas, which will warm up, get a little brown to them, some breakfast sausage, eggs, and cheese, and I just now realized I forgot the hot sauce. So
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
but it'll still be good.
Yeah.
Real basic little breakfast sausage for tacos.
Awesome. All right, Ron, how'd you sleep?
I slept okay. And just trying to determine, what type of bedding to use, or covers, and I had too little of covers and I had too much. It was kind of that in between. I'll try to make that adjustment tonight. But it's a beautiful day, and the coffee's amazing. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm ready for some of that breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Can't go wrong with breakfast tacos. Hey, Ron, he's hit the spot, dude.
Okay. They're really good. Right, we are hitting the road this morning. There is a trail close to here in Burnett that is called the Chisholm Trail Byway. It has a lot of history to it. It's marked on Onyx Off-Road, and so we're gonna go check that out this morning and see what that's about as we bounce our way down this trail.
Very bumpy road from the campsite. Yeah. A slight little bit of rock climbing.
The Chisholm Trail was one of the most famous cattle routes in American history, stretching from southern Texas all the way up to Kansas in the late 19th century. It was named after Jesse Chisholm, a trader who originally blazed parts of the route for moving goods. After the Civil War, Texas ranchers used the trail to drive huge herds of cattle north to railheads in Kansas, where the cattle could be shipped to markets in the east. Life on the trail was tough. Long days on horseback, unpredictable weather, and the constant challenge of keeping the herd together. Cowboys and their crews faced dangers from rivers, stampedes, and sometimes outlaws. But the trail also became a symbol of the Wild West, shaping the culture and stories we still tell today. Today, you can trace parts of the trail across Texas and beyond, remembering the hardworking men and women who helped make cattle driving a cornerstone of the state's history. Today's route on Onyx loosely follows the original Chisholm Trail. There are more paved sections than I had hoped, but it's still neat to follow along and imagine what life must have been like on the trail in its heyday.
Well, finally, after, miles and miles on the Chisholm Trail, we finally found dirt, and it's nice to have the crunch of gravel under the tires again. Back at camp now, and I think what we're going to do is kind of explore this property a little bit. We didn't really do much of that yesterday, so let's see what they have to offer out here. Well, we got out to do a little exploring outside of the Jeep and found some cool spots. And this little trail, it looks like, I don't know, cows or goats or whatever wildlife they've got out here made some of these trails, and it's kind of good. But look at some of the scenery back off out there. Back that way, this is a really pretty area. Micah, what you got going on over there?
So I got this zesty chicken lime rice recipe. So basically, you start off oiling the pan. We got special homemade seasoning with us today. And you start off cooking the chicken face down on its fat side, kind of get that fat seared into the pan. And you're gonna take the chicken out, let it rest, and It's all a one pan, one pot meal. So afterwards, you're gonna put in rice cooked with chicken broth, onion, garlic, cilantro, mix it all in together, and then you're gonna do that, throw the chicken back in. It'll already be seared on the outside, and it's gonna cook internally. And while that's cooking with the rice, all the chicken juices are gonna seep into the rice and just be one good power flavor.
Incorporate all together.
Yeah, all the flavor comes together, and at the end, slice up a little bit of fresh lime, and then just squeeze it, and really finishes the meal. It tastes great. A lot of people at the fire station love it, so hopefully y'all like it tonight. Let's see.
Awesome. Ryan, what you making? All right, so we are going to experiment with some peach cobbler. We got the Dutch oven going on down here, and this, I've never seen this on any recipe, but we're going to do it because it seemed like fun. I took some Grand's layered biscuits, and I made them the first layer of the crust for the cobbler over, you know, just peach cobbler filling. And then you take that and you take some white cake mix and you cover it up nice and even. And then the last thing you do with that is take slices of butter and cover the white cake mix. And then you let it cook for like an hour, just like a regular cobbler. And supposedly turns out really nice. I've never done it before, and we're gonna find out together.
All right, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a walk and see if I can't find a cool shot of the camp from the other side of the lake. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, there's camp over there. The guys are cooking. I'm excited about some dinner. Let me see if I can shine a little bit more light on everybody over there so you can see camp across the lake or pond. I'm hungry, y'all. Well, that almost ended badly if I'd have slipped down there. That's where we were standing just a few minutes ago. It's my tent, Ron's tent, and behind the tree there is Shea Palace, Micah and Ryan. Thing's massive.
And of course, you know me, no camping trip is complete unless you throw in a little bit of football. Now, the Tigers lost on this night, but that's okay. Still always going to watch and root for them anyway. Hopefully dinner will be ready soon.
Oh, we're getting closer?
Yes, sir.
All right. We are hungry, and that looks and smells delicious. All right, Chef Micah with the finished product here. This is chicken and rice, the famous firehouse recipe.
After a hearty meal of chicken and rice, and of course we have to have that peach cobbler, we decided that we'd play a cornhole game or two, and then we were going to turn it in for the night. But we had no idea the night that we were in for.
It has been a very windy night. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm having to hold one of the walls of the tent up to keep it from blowing in.
All right, so I abandoned my cot and used it to wedge up the side of the wall after the tent collapsed for about the 8th time, and I put it back up. So that sheet has just got my cot over it, and hopefully it's wedged up against the wall of the tent good enough to hold it up the rest of the night, because I got tired of getting up and putting it back up.
Well, guys, after that crazy windstorm last night, we decided that as we woke up, we're just gonna pack up and hit the road. So we're gonna get packed up real quick. All right, that does it for another adventure out here. We're gonna get home to our families. It's Sunday, we wanna spend some time with them. So until next time, you know the drill. Like, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, all the YouTube love, but we'll see you down the trail around the campfire.